overcome them. If you didn't know, the Native Americans are God's chosen people.
The people you've been learning the Bible from, they've been lying to you.
DC, and you know what? I just wanted to say something, right? Because what that brother said was extremely dynamic. And I mean extremely dynamic. Give me Genesis chapter 49, verse 19. Because I'm going to tell you something about overcoming. You understand? You oppressors thought that we forgot about you. You understand? Your oppressors thought that you were slick. But guess what? Your true colors are being shown. You can't hide who you are forever. You know who you are, oppressor? You want to know who you really are? You're nothing but a maverick. You understand? You're nothing but a brute and a beast. You're nothing but a deviant. You're a scallywag. You're a rapscallion. That's who you are. And don't think we don't know who you are. And guess who didn't forget who you are? The Native Americans didn't forget. You understand? The Creeks and the Muskegee and the Pequots and the Wampanoag and the Choctaw. They did not forget who you are, Mr. White Man. They didn't forget who you are, Mr. Oppressor. He remembers who you're. We remember Donald Trump. We remember the people like Joe Biden. And guess what? We remember your bloody forefathers like George Washington and your John Adams and your Andrew Jackson and your Thomas Jefferson. We didn't forget about your bloody fathers. You know what? You oppressors get to walk through the streets of D.C. and you get to be so Republican and you get to be so Democrat and you get to be so liberal and be so conservative. But you know who you really are? You're nothing but bloody murderers. You're bloodthirsty. You're blood-minded. You're a homicidal maniac like a Jason and a Chucky and an Abigail and the Grudge and Freddy Krueger. You are the real-life Freddy Krueger. You're the real-life Jason. And the Native Americans didn't forget. And your empire is coming to an end. And I can show you in the Bible. It says what? Give me Genesis 49 and 19. Genesis chapter 49 and 19. Verse 19. Gad, a troop shall overcome him. It said, Gad, a troop shall overcome them. If you didn't know, the Native Americans are God's chosen people. The Wampanoag are God's chosen people. The Cherokee, the Seminoles, the Muskegee, the Pequots, the Choctaw, the Navajo, the Iroquois. These are God's chosen people. And it said a troop shall overcome them. And that was your Andrew Jackson, your bloody father. That was George Washington, your bloody father. That was your John Adams and your Thomas Jefferson, your bloody father. That was your useless Grant because he was a useless president. You understand? That was the British and the English and the French. That was a troop that overcome them. That was the Buffalo Soldiers under the authority of Buffalo Bill who overcame the Native Americans. The Lord said what? Gad, a troop shall overcome him. Go ahead. But he shall overcome at the last. Say who? But he shall overcome at the last. But the Native Americans shall overcome the last. Allow me to explain something to you, DC. If you put a Native American in charge, America would truly be great. But your country was never great. Who was this country great to? It wasn't great to the Native Americans. It wasn't great to the Navajo and the Iroquois who you slaughtered and pushed into reservations. But that wasn't enough for you, oppressor. That wasn't enough. You pushing the Native Americans into reservations wasn't enough. You know what you did extra? You pushed alcohol and drugs and cigarettes and weed and dope and heroin in our community on our reservations. But guess what? That wasn't enough either. You start taking our little girls and you start human trafficking our daughters. But guess what? That wasn't enough for you either. You robbed us of everything that we ever had. You robbed us. You robbed us of our culture. You robbed us of our heritage. You robbed us of our customs. And most importantly, you robbed us of our identity. But even to you, Mr. Oppressor, that wasn't enough. You took our identity and made it your own. But guess what? And when you made it your own, you even robbed us of that. If our oppressor had the opportunity, he would even rob us from even being black. Oh, wait a minute. It just dawned on me. There was a white woman named Rachel Dolezal. You understand? And she said she was a black woman. But guess what? She was really an Edomite or oppressor. And let me tell you, the Lord said what? But he shall overcome at the last. The Native Americans are going to overcome the last. This empire, your nation, your government is not going to last long, Mr. White Man. It's not going to last long, Mrs. White Woman. It's going to fall. Your authority on this earth, the power that you have, the Lord is going to take it from you. And he's going to put blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans in your place. Because he's going to put you in your place, which is the bottom and underneath the foot of Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, the greatest black man to ever walk on the face of the earth. And God is going to do it. A black God.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're one